Hi everyone. So welcome to the live stream today. It's a live Q&A session as I spent some time with you guys and we share some thoughts and then answer some questions for you. As you can see from the title, we want to talk about everything. Okay, so answer your questions from any angle at all, something you want me to share my thoughts on from anything, all right? ICA, your career, personal finance, entrepreneurship, whatever the heck. We want to share some thoughts with you. Thank you very much for joining me on the stream today. And as I said, we want to just spend the time and then share some thoughts with you. I see some comments already coming in, and I'm going to be taking all of your comments. I have a couple of questions as well. Here, my team has provided me with some questions that you guys have been asking. And so we are going to be answering some of the questions that you have sent as well, provided by my team. And hopefully we can assist more people and answer a lot of questions in here. So you are welcome. It's a live Q&A session. Whatever questions you have for me, hit me up and I'll be excited to provide you with some answers on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever, on LinkedIn as well. Hit me with any questions you have. So let me see. I think I got some comments, questions coming up. Let's see what I have. If I can pull my comment slide in. Yeah, that's better there. Nana Kweku said, Nhyira, please, how much is your level 3 courses now? It depends, but let me just cross-check that for you because I think it's per paper situation. Let's see if I can get that info. Okay, so corporate reporting strategic case study is 800 cedis per paper. Advanced taxation, advanced audit, 700 cedis per paper. Okay, so corporate reporting and strategic case study, 800 cedis, each one of them for per paper. And then advanced taxation, advanced audit, 700 Ghana cedi. So that is the fee structure issue there in that case. Let's see any other questions for me. Facebook, I see some of you guys joining. You are welcome. It's a live Q&A session. Whatever questions you have for me, put it in the chat. And we are doing across the board cards today. So from everything, career, personal finance, entrepreneurship, whatever questions you have for me, something you want to pick my brain on, I want to provide you with some answers and then give you some guidelines as we get excited into our discussion. Kwesi Yeboah said, please, when will the July results be out? I don't have a definitive date, if I can say that, but best case scenario this Friday. Okay, best case scenario will be this particular Friday. We expect the results to be released. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, next week Friday. Okay, so best case scenario this Friday, worst case scenario next week Friday, give and take. But I think this Friday will be an ideal one. So that's you keep your fingers crossed and then wishing you all the best as you wait for your results. So that is the idea about that. And that is from Kwesi Yeboah there. Umaru Sao said, I am what? Jaya, Nhyira, can you do a procurement program? And also, if someone wants your lecture notes, how to go about it, please kindly convert in dollars. I don't get a context of your question though. Who the heck is that? I'm seeing one moron like that posting some nonsense on my page. I don't know why some of these people. Let me see if I can quickly ban this person from the page. I don't know why some people just go around and posting nonsense. And okay. Now this is on Facebook. So those of you on the live stream on Facebook, be mindful of a certain comment. I think I don't have the login yet, so I wouldn't be able to remove it now, but we will remove it later on as we proceed in the live stream. Okay. So Umaru, you said I can do a procurement program. I don't understand your question, Umaru. Then he said also, if someone wants your lecture notes, how do you go about it? We have our books available that you can get copies of, right? And we have our online courses also available that you can enroll in on our website. All right. So Umaru, maybe send a message on WhatsApp. You can see the number on the banner. Okay. Send a message on WhatsApp. My executive assistants will help you to get exactly what you're looking for so that we can provide you with some answers. Okay. So please take note of that. Umaru Sao, whatever. I don't know. Forgive me if I'm missing your name. So you can send a WhatsApp message and you'll be assisted. Okay, you can send a WhatsApp message and you'll be assisted. Any other questions? It's a live Q&A, and I'm covering everything, right? From ICAG, personal finance, entrepreneurship, whatever the heck, right? So, and then I have a couple of questions that my team has provided me with that you guys want me to share my thought on, which you have sent, and so I'm going to be bringing some of the questions also up, and we're going to share our thoughts on them. So let's see. What else do I have? Daniel said, Nhyira, how much is your books for the level 3? Book. I don't know. I have to cross-check that, Daniel. You can send a message on WhatsApp. I think it will be confirmed for you. Corporate reporting is 200 cedis. Taxation is, I think, 160. Case study is 135. Advanced audit is also 160, I think so. So you can send a message on WhatsApp. The details will be sent to you as well, Daniel, so that you can get access to that. Okay, but that is what I've said. Corporate reporting is 200. Strategic case study, this is the book, 135. And then advanced taxation, 160. What else? Advanced audit also 160. So that's the prices for the books in that case. Umaru said, okay, thanks. All right, you're welcome. GW Gueche said, connected from Botswana. Okay, thanks for joining us from Botswana. It's a great pleasure to have you. Any questions for me, please put it in the chat for me. Put it in the comment section for me. Want to provide you with some answers, okay? And help answer any questions that you may be having. So you can hit me with any questions you have, and then I'll be able to provide you with some answers. So I'm going to go into some of the questions that I have here. And then if you have any questions as well, you put it in the chat for me, okay? Then I'm going to go with some of the questions I have here as well, so that as we move ahead, when the questions come, I will come back into the chat and then pick them up as well. So I have this question here that says, why do many businesses fail within 3 to 5 years? Why do many businesses fail within 3 to 5 years? So I think it's a business related entrepreneurship question, something like that. Why do business fail between the first 5 years? This is the thing. You see, it's a data actually that is available. Many businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years. So the question is why? You see, everybody gets up and they want to become entrepreneurs, all right? They sleep and they get something, Then they discuss with their parents, or they discuss with their loved ones, they discuss with their spouses, and they're like, oh, what a brilliant idea, Charlie, what a brilliant idea, boom, boom, boom. Then they start doing something, and they start calling themselves entrepreneurs, and then they start the business without understanding the issues about what business is. So why do many businesses fail in the first 5 years? Number one, they don't have business model. They don't understand their customers. They don't know who their customers are. They don't understand the markets they are in. They don't know who their key competitors are. They don't know how to market their products. They don't understand how to position themselves as a brand in the marketplace. So poor business model is certainly one of the reasons why many businesses fail. Not only that, I think it's also the issue about the mindset. Many people start business because they think that, oh, when I start the business, I will have free time and I'll be able to do what I like. Listen to me. When you start a business, you're not going to have any free time. If you start a business and you want to be serious about it, I can guarantee you will not going to have any free time. Don't be deceived by the nonsense that you see posted on Instagram and TikTok, where somebody is like, oh, I'm a self boss, and these are my cars, these are, I'm traveling around the world. Don't be fooled by those nonsense. These people are just selling you courses, and through the courses they sell, they live the life that they live. They've not built any real business. Most of them have no real businesses. And so you have to understand the mindset. You have to get into the grind. Because really, if you want to be an entrepreneur, have your business model right. And then suddenly you want to make sure that you have the right mindset for this journey and you are ready to go into it full time. It's not like, yo, now I'm an entrepreneur, I can't have free time. Bro, you're not going to have any free time. Maybe the first 10 years of your journey, you will not have any free time. So why do many businesses fail? They don't understand their business model. Number two, they have the wrong mindset in starting the business in that place, and that causes them to fail. Right? And number three, they think they need money. But it's not money. You don't need money for the business. So they are like, oh, I have a business plan. Oh, no, you just started a business. What the heck is a business plan? You don't need a business plan to start a business. Okay? You don't need a business plan to start a business. So why do businesses fail? Poor business model, wrong mindset, and then the idea that they need money before they start. So these are some of the thoughts that I can come on. But what I would say generally is that your goal should be to move from an employee to become an investor. It is better for you to be an investor than to be an entrepreneur. It's better. See, instead of trying to take your money and start your own business and be your own boss, that's nonsense, foolishness. Drop it. You're going to fail. You're going to screw up. I know you're going to say, yo, yeah, I'm making... No, bro, no. Jai. Sometimes you go on social media, you see people's Instagram, you see people LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm the CEO of this, co-founder of that. I'm like, bro, what the heck have you built? Do you know who a CEO is? Do you know who a CEO is? No, so you are a CEO. How should we call Tim Cook? How should we call Sundar Pichai? How should we call Elon Musk? How should we call Warren Buffett? Like, bro, how should we call Mukesh Ambani? You don't reach. You get the idea. You don't reach. So really, it's about that thing where people have the wrong mindset, the ego. They're like, yo, bro, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. So my thing is this. Yeah, it's good to have an idea. It's good to go into the arena of entrepreneurship. But I would advise that instead of trying to be your own boss, become an investor. Take the money and invest it. Take the money and invest it. That is a better position to be at, because your chances of building something significant that really gives you the life that you want is 1 out of 10, 1 out of 100, 1 out of 1,000. But if you think you are that one person who is lucky, you can go for it. If you think you are that one person who is lucky, you can go for it. So that is my thoughts about why many businesses fail within the first 5 years. Wrong business model, wrong mindset, the idea that they need a business plan, they need money to be able to keep the business going, and then certainly the foolishness of title, thinking that they will, have free time on their own and be able to do anything significant. And it's funny. It's funny. You see somebody CEO of something. You have not employed anybody. You are a CEO of what? Are you crazy? There are times I receive a lot of so-called business plans, and I'm like, bro, people have just conceived ideas, and they're like, yeah, I'm the CEO, I'm the co-founder. I'm like, bro, you are not even in the marketplace. You call yourself a CEO. There you failed. Because that's egotistic. That is title. That is inferiority complex. That is trying to show off. And that is absolute foolishness. You don't reach. So that's my thoughts on that. I see some other comments coming in. Let's see if I can bring these comments up here. What do I have? Clement, whatever. Ndoze. Forgive me if I don't mention your name right, okay, Clement? Don't come and butcher me. It says, Nhyira, are there no changes, environmental governance and sustainability issues introduced in the form of theory or workings? Oh no, these are all theory areas. Okay, these are all theory issues. All right, so Clement, these are all theory issues. They are all reading issues. Okay, so no worry, there are no calculations about that. The sustainability, that is IFRS S1, IFRS S2, they are all disclosure issues. So they are all written or theory areas, no calculation, giddy like that. All right. Let's see, next question. Any questions, you put it in the comment section for me, okay? I want to share my thought on any question that you may be having. Another comment is Raphael. He said, I have question concern statement of cash flow. Where applying indirect method in a company that is in new operation, my question is, how can one compare such statements under operating activities? I don't think I understand what the heck you're talking about. I don't think I understand what the heck you're talking about. I don't understand what the heck you're talking about here. When using indirect method in a company that is new in operation, my question is, how can one compare such statements under operating activities? I don't understand you. Maybe you can throw more light on it for me to understand what the heck you're talking about, but I don't understand what the heck you mean by that. Because if you're talking about comparing operating activities, I don't get it. Yeah, we can analyze cash flow, but that means you can only compare when there is 2 years, so last year to this year, in that particular order, in that case. So I don't know, maybe you can throw more light on that and I can look at that. Okay, so I've already answered that, Clement. Dada Mponsa and Nhyira, does that mean your books are no longer useful in the new syllabus? Which book are you talking about? All my books are relevant for the new syllabus, with the exception of how do we call it? Public sector accounting and finance, which there are two topics that are no longer relevant, which is public-private partnership and public procurement. Financial reporting is the same thing. Corporate reporting is the same thing. Taxation is the same thing. My advanced taxation book actually includes everything from level 2 to level 3, right? Strategic case study is the same thing. Corporate reporting is the same thing. Those additional material, which is the sustainability issue, the technology issues, those are like, 8 or 9 page documents that we are going to be adding as additional files to people who have bought my books already in that particular case. So, because really the new syllabus, it's not that there is a dramatic change coming in. Generally, it's not that there is, Bayesian change coming. Yes, some few subjects are just seeing sizing up and then having some additional contents coming in. So that is what I would say there from Amponsa for you. Yeah, Dada Amponsa. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense. So let me go here if I can take another question. From my chat here, where is my chat? Okay. Okay, so I have another question here that says, how do you raise funds for business? How do you raise funds for business? The best way you can raise money for your business is to get the products on the market and start selling them as soon as possible. That's how you raise money for your business. Your best investors are your customers. So if you are starting a business as an entrepreneur and you're like, oh, I don't have money to start a business, then maybe you don't qualify to even start a business. But your best investors are your customers. So I'm going to give you a framework because really some of these things, I always tell you, I share from my personal experience as well. So number one, how do you raise money for your business? The first way is your customers. It means that you need to get a product into the market as soon as possible. There is even what we call product testing, which may not work for everybody. For instance, I can say that, hey, I am going to run a workshop on entrepreneurship sometime in the future. So I'll prepare a landing page and everything. Then I'll share, advertise, and see how many people will opt in and how many people will pay for it. Now, I have the idea of running the workshop, but I don't have the material. I have not even put together the courses yet. But I can design a landing page, spend some few money, maybe $100, $200 or whatever the heck, to run some ads, get some traffic on the landing page, and find out how many people will be able to pay for it. The course is not ready, the program is not ready, but people can pay for it because I need money to produce the thing. So that is one way early. Now, before you can reach that level, really, you must have some level of credibility. So if you're just coming from, university, nobody knows you, you've not done anything, and you are like, oh, I'm doing this thing. If you're interested, come and buy. Nobody will mind you. So that strategy doesn't work for everybody. You must have some credibility. You must have a brand. Like, people should know you. You have an audience. That way, if you say you are doing something, you can get people who opt in, and that will tell you whether this thing will sell or will not sell. But in addition to that, we can come to your customers really. So whatever it is you want to do, you got to start small wherever you are at, and then get it to the market as soon as possible. Many a time people are like, yeah, they want to perfect the product before they go into the market. Listen, nothing is perfected. If you use a mobile phone, which you know or you use, you realize that every key application you use, every now and then there are new versions being released. Why do you think they give you new versions? Because a functionality has become needful. Customers are now asking about it. They want to improve the app better. So you don't have to get everything right before you launch. Once you get something going, you can launch. And then as and when people are buying, they are providing it with feedback, then you are improving upon it. That's the same thing we did to our business, because everything I'm sharing with you, like I said, it's a practical thing. I'm not someone who reads books and come and speak nonsense without implementing any of the things I've read. So when we launched our Nhyira Premium mobile application, the first goal was, hey, we want to get people on so they can watch the video. Then as we move ahead, there was a need that, hey, listen, people want to practice questions. So we added a live question portal to the platform. Then as we go ahead, people were like, hey, data is expensive. Can we download the video and watch the playback? Boom. We added that functionality as well. I hope you're getting the idea. So it's about making sure that whatever you have, you start with it. Whatever you have, you start with it. So number one, authenticate the idea, tell people you have it, see how many people are interested to buy, have their money. Number two, whatever you have, start small, take it to the market. As the money is coming, you put it into the business. Since I started my businesses, I don't take money to do anything. I don't take money to buy a nice car to drive. I don't take money to buy a nice watch to wear. No, the money that is coming in, we are putting all into the business. And so if you follow what we do, you will realize that over the last few years, our production quality, our video quality, our sound, everything, the way we do our things is improving. Why? Because once the money comes, we put it into it. Once the money comes, we put it into it so that we can improve upon what we are doing. So how do you get money to fund your business? How do you fund your business? Number one, test it. Find out how many people are willing to pay for it. Number two, start small. As the money is coming, put it back into the business. Number three, you could have a partnership arrangement. Because sometimes maybe you need money to rent a place, or sometimes you need money to buy some equipment. Yeah, you don't have the money right now to buy the equipment. How about leasing the equipment? Or how about bringing somebody on board that will come with a certain skills that you are looking for? Do you get the idea? And that is where co-founders come in sometime. But there are times people are like, oh, it's my idea, it's my baby, I want to do A, B, and C. Come on. You can't eat alone. Strategic partnership is one of the ways you can obtain funding for your business. So when you have strategic partnership, what it means is that people are coming in, you have arrangement with companies, and you are able to leverage to build what you want to build. And that is also another strategy that I've used a lot, because I didn't have money to do any of the things that I started with. And so anytime I hit a deadlock, there is no money, I found out, hey, I asked, who can I have a strategic partnership with? Who can I bring on board? And I'm like, hey, listen. And this is where integrity is important. If you want to go into business, you need to make sure you are someone who is a person of integrity. If people cannot trust you, they cannot open doors for you. If people cannot trust you, they cannot do business with you. And so if I want to do something and I don't have money, I'm looking for, okay, and I've had a lot of people coming in and we do profit sharing, sometimes revenue sharing. and records are kept properly. Everything is done well. They are seeing all of the transactions, how much inflow came in, how much we paid out. This is the net result. Okay, per the agreement, you are supposed to take 30%, you're supposed to take 40%. Boom, boom, boom. Get it done. Strategic partnership. Because one thing I've learned is that whatever you're looking for is in the hand of somebody. So sometimes you need to bring those people on board. But the only way you can bring those people on board is being someone who is a person of integrity. Because you have to show that you can be trusted. And that is one of the problems in our generation. Many people cannot be trusted. They are full of shit. Many people are full of lies. Many people are full of themselves. And so there are people who are willing to support. There are people who are willing to assist. But they cannot, because they can't trust you. They can't trust you. You just have a business plan and you are calling yourself a CEO. Really? If I give you my money, what the heck are you going to do? You're going to start buying cars. Once money starts coming in and you're supposed to reinvest in the business so it grows, you go and buy a car. Because in your mind, a CEO of a company must drive a luxurious car. So attitude, personality, it's crucial when you are talking about building a business generally in that regard. So what am I saying? Can you get people to pay you even before the product is ready? Number one. Number two, start small. Whatever you have, take it to the market. As people are buying, reinvest everything. When you start making the money, this is not the time for you to flex. This is not the time for you to buy expensive clothing. This is not the time for you to pull up in a benzo. No. You cannot pull up in a benzo. You've not reached benzo level. Keep it smooth. Keep it slow. Then, strategic partnership, very key in that particular case. So that is my idea on how one can raise funds to run a business. Okay. Don't worry yourself. This is another experience I had. I could have started my business journey very early, but I was looking for funding. And, I have to prepare a business plan. I remember paying some people an amount of money to prepare a business plan for me so that I can attend this entrepreneurship competition. In my opinion, it's one of the dumbest decisions you can make. Because you see, those competitions will only give money to people who already have thriving businesses. Businesses that are already in existence, making gazillion amounts of money. Here you are with an idea, or here you are rearing 2 fowls or chicken or whatever the heck, 2 goats, and you say you want to start animal farm. Nobody will mind you. So many waste their time to prepare a business plan, attend all manner of these entrepreneurship competition just to waste their time. Check. How many of these entrepreneurship competition do you see money being given to people who don't have anything? It's always given to existing businesses who are seeking to expand, who are seeking to grow, because that is where the opportunity is. You just sleep and wake up and think you have a brilliant idea. No. Have you tested the idea? What is your business model? What is your credibility? What have you done in the past? So investors will be willing to rather give the money to somebody who has shown credibility, who has been in the game for some years, who has a financial statement, who has revenue, who has profit, who understand the mechanism of their market. So that is what I would say. Your customers are your best source of investments. Generally, your customers. And when the money comes, keep it slow. Don't flex. Don't flex. I see this a lot. People start their business and they start making some small money now. Not even business. Sometimes it's even in job. They start making some money now. Then they go and buy land and they start building. And I'm like, are you so stupid? Yeah, I know somebody has told you that, you have to buy land and build a house. Yeah, it's good to buy land and build a house. But you don't use your life savings capital to go buy land and build a house. because that is not going to give you any money now. That is going to lock you up. And so that is where you see people, they claim they are building, and it takes them 10 years, 15 years. They are still not done, and they keep pumping the money. My question is, instead of rushing to go and do that, if you are taking that money and invested it, maybe just, let's be conservative, invest it in the stock market. Every time you are getting dividends coming in and your share value is going up, all other things being equal, so that you build your capacity to a certain point where if you are going into build, you are building from scratch to finish, and there is no stress on you. But that is the idea. So do what you can, raise the money from your customers. As the revenue is coming in, don't flex, put all back into the business as much as possible. Yes, your friends are going to laugh at you. They are going to talk to you. Hey, look at all these things. You call yourself, you are running a business. Look at the car you are driving. Look at the clothing you are wearing. And yes, put all into the business. At a point, you can take significant amount from the business and nothing will happen, because the business can sustain itself, can grow. That is the point you want to be at. So how do you raise money for your business? These are some of the thoughts that I can share with you. So that is another question that I have here in my question slide here. Any other questions for me? Let's see. I think I have a question here. Let's see if I can answer that for you. Let me bring my comment slide. Okay, Amponsa said thanks. All right. Raphael said, I mean, if you are to compare changes in working capital management with previous years for a new company, how can we treat that if there is no previous balance sheet information to compare it with? How do you prepare cash flow if there is no previous balance sheet? How? There's no previous balance sheet. How? So the first year you can't do any comparison. There is no report you can write. Okay? There is no report you can write because there's nothing. There is nothing. So there is no report you can write. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Because there's no report. So you don't have, this is the first year of operations. What are you even preparing a cash flow for? It's the first year of operation. What do you need a cash flow for? You don't need a cash flow because you can't even know what you are. There's no comparison. So there's no basis for preparation of cash flow or whatever the heck. Okay, so unless there is another thing, there is no basis of comparison. Because you can't compare anything to anything. Opening figures are zero, certainly. And so any amount that is coming in at the closing will be seen as an increase. So trade receivable will be seen as increase. Trade payables will be seen as increase. Inventories will be seen as increase. So there is nothing to compare with. So there is no need. It's the first year. You don't prepare any cash flow because there is nothing to compare with. Yeah, you could prepare a draft cash flow, but you can't compare anything. That's what I'm trying to say. Because you can't compare anything. All right. So, Raphael, that is my answer to your question there. Let me know if that makes sense for you. Let's see. Then I'm having another question here. Let's see if I can get this one. Where's my slide? Okay, so there's another question here that I want to look at. It says, branding. Okay, so let me see. I think I'm having a follow-up question here. It's not a question. I'm okay, sir. Thanks. Okay. All right. So that's from Raphael. I see some of you guys joining. You are welcome. Any questions, you put it in the chat for me. It's a live Q&A on any issue that you want to pick my brain on here. I think let me go this way. So I have a question here. Let me see if I can bring it up. I think it's a very short one. It says, how do you generate productive business ideas? It's quite interesting though, but how do you generate business ideas? It depends. You have to look at a number of things. Number one, a pain you have can be a business idea. Be Airbnb, like, it started because of the problem that the founders had. And boom, they started it, and now it's a multi-billion-dollar company. Facebook, it was a problem. They wanted to share messages, share photos on campus. Boom, it started. So what sometimes it could be you talking to people or finding out like what's a problem you have. And then you need to analyze whether many people also have such problems who would want a solution for it. All right? Many people have such a problems and who want a solution for it. For instance, one of the reasons why I went into tuition, my first business, like having a tuition center, was because my brain worked in a certain way, and I wanted things to be presented in a certain way. But then on my personal journey in my career, like the materials that I get, the lectures that videos that I watch and various things, I didn't like the way they present things. The same thing is why I started writing books, right? I didn't like the way things are presented because I'm like, bro, you've made this thing too complex. Like, at the end of the day, it is this. Go there straight, present it that way, because the whining, present it in a manner that I can understand, I can apply, go straight to the point and get it. Then I realized that, okay, it's a market that is available. It's a market that I can take. Now, many people actually talked me out of having a school, right? Because people are like, oh, there are these big schools available. I mean, you're not going to survive. Oh, who's going to buy your book? I mean, you are like, you're not going to make anything. I'm like, bro, like, I know how to play this game. So I have to learn to play the game. So my own problem, so I started. So as I'm learning, I'm preparing the notes. I'm like, bro, I don't like the way this guy has presented this thing. I don't like the way this lady has presented this thing. It could have been presented this way. So I do my own presentation. So that is why when you get my books or even attend my lectures, the way I present things are really, really down to earth, to the core. And we go straight hit it to the point. And that is how I structure my things. So for instance, a typical example is, let's say, a subject like taxation. Like those days, I wanted a taxation book and I got a book and it's like the act. Literally, the act is what has been printed. Yeah, okay. The act says, section 111 of the act says this. Section 113 of the act says this. Bro, I'm not interested in that. What the heck does this mean? How the heck can the examiner ask the question, and how the heck can I apply what is in the act? I have downloaded the act already. Then you have a book that has literally the act again in the book with no explanation. So I'm like, what the heck is this? So I now have to sit down and restructure the idea. Say, okay. So this is what the act is saying. All right. Then I did a couple of research. Okay, this is the meaning of what the act is. Okay. So forget about the subsection, whatever the heck nonsense. This is what it means. This is how the examiner is going to ask the question. This is how you apply the principles. So like my tax lectures, like you will love my tax lectures. Because you will hardly hear me talking about, subsection, subsection. No. That thing is already there. Nobody is interested in that. What I'm interested in is, okay, this is what the act says. What does it mean? How will the examiner set a question about that? How the heck can I apply this, both in the examination and in practice? So that is the idea about generating ideas for what you want to do. And so that is why my books are the way they are. That is why I teach in the manner that I teach. Because I'm not the guy who will come to class and I want to be reading books. No, bro. I don't want to be reading books. In majority of my classes, you wouldn't even just see me reading my book to the class because you already have the book. If I come to class and I open the book again and say we are reading, no. My goal is, okay, what you have read, what the heck does it mean? How the heck will the examiner ask the question? How the heck am I supposed to answer the question? How the heck am I supposed to apply it? Don't come to class and read your book to me again in class. So generating ideas, it's from your own problems. And I think in high school, I remember we had a challenge with one of our teachers, one of our Greek and biology teacher also. He will come to class and he would just come and the textbooks that we have, he would just come and say, detect notes from the textbook. Can you imagine that? Like dito. He will literally say, copy from this session. I'm like, bro, we have the books already. How the heck do we copy the notes? I have the book. What the heck? Give me something else that is explaining what the heck is in the book. You see the idea? That's better. So how do you generate ideas? From your own problems. You can find solutions because chances are you may be having a problem through market research, asking people questions. Some other people will also be having the same problem and you could develop a solution for them. So that is my thoughts on that, and that is what I can say in that case. Let's see. Any other questions for me? My comments poll is not showing. I don't know why. Can you check the comments for me? It's not pulling up here. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe from the back end. All right. Let's see if I can pick any other question here as well. Okay, so I have another question here that says that my salary is always not enough. I am always stuck on cash and sometimes I have to borrow money to... What the heck? to complete the month. How can I manage my finances? Oh, this is a nice one. This is a nice one. Some personal finance situation. I tell people this. It's not just about how much money you make, but it's about how much money you keep. And it's not just about how much money you keep, but it's about how much money is working for you. So there are many people who are like, yo, Nhyira, I'm not making enough money. My money is always not enough. And so if I can make more money, I will save, especially people who don't save. And then they are like, oh, the way the economy is, the money cry is not enough. Oh, how much can you save? Bro, shut the hell up. You need to have financial intelligence. Listen, you need to have financial intelligence. And yesterday I shared a video on this across our platform. I think we shared a video on this and we got a couple of reactions from the video as well. People are like, hey, my salary is not enough. So my question is, if let's say you lose your job today, what will happen to you? So you need financial intelligence. Financial intelligence is where you sit down, have a budget. Okay? You sit down, have a budget. That is going to be showing your income. What money are you making in the month? Then your expenses. But this is it. When it comes to your expenses, you have to look at the necessities and the wants. The necessities are maybe your rent, okay? Maybe your data, electricity, your TNT, your food. These are the necessities. And even in all these things, you can find a way to play around with it. Maybe you want to show big boy things or big girl things. So you don't want to pick Trotro, you want to pick Bolt, Uber every time. But bro, your salary is not enough. Now, I'm not saying don't dream. I'm not saying don't have aspiration, but you got to use common sense, bro. You broke. What the heck are you doing in Uber? What the heck are you doing in Bolt? Because that is breaking your bank account. That is stressing you. So, number one, dealing with financial challenges, number one is you need to strive to make more money. Because, yes, budgeting is good, but I tell people, like, how much budget can you make? So the most important thing is, whatever be the case, understand, have financial intelligence, and live within your means. Don't buy dumb shits that you don't need. Don't buy things that will not have any effect or influence on you. Maybe you don't need a new watch. Maybe you don't need a new phone. Maybe you don't need a new weave on. Oh, yeah, I'm going to my friend's wedding and, Charlie, this wedding there, we have to pull up. Oh, then you go and buy some dress. You go a dress. You're going to buy a new shoe. Bro. And at the last time, I wore this dress to this party. I can't wear it again to this place. How much money do you have? What the heck is that? Anytime I hear people speaking that nonsense, I'm like, bro, you broke. You broke. Oh, so you wore that dress to that party, so you can't wear it again to this place? What is wrong with your head? How much money do you have in your account anyway? Oh, then and the reason is that many people have financial difficulties because they are looking at social media and they are trying to live their life like the things you see on social media. And I like the way some celebrities in Ghana here, carry themselves. There was a time I think Nanaba Anamwa, I think, posted on Twitter and was like, hey, be careful because most of the things you see me wear are things that have been given to me for me to wear and take pictures. So you could see them that these guys, these celebrities, every day they are wearing something new. They are in a new shoe. They are using a new phone. Bro, Companies give it to them because they are representing, they are advertising. With your miserable 2,000, 3,000 Ghana cedi every month, that is not enough for you. You want to keep up like that? You're going to die. You're going to die. Your life is going to be miserable. So have financial intelligence. Make sure you stay within your means. Delay gratification. Don't be under pressure to live your life like the way other people are living their life. Because this is my opinion, and I know this is not going to be good for everybody, but this is my opinion. Yes, the economy is hard. Yes, there is inflation. Yes, prices of goods and services have gone up. Yes, our currency is depreciating. But a lot of the problems that people have, they brought these problems on themselves. Yeah, I know you're gonna say, oh, Nhyira, you cannot say that. You brought the problem on yourself. What the heck are you doing living in a 2-bedroom house if you don't have the capacity to live in a 2-bedroom house? What the heck are you doing driving a 150,000, a 200,000 Ghana cedi vehicle if you don't have the capacity to afford such vehicles? What the heck are you doing living in a community that causes you to pay more rent when you don't have the capacity to live in such communities? So there are a lot of the problems we bring in on ourselves because of our ego. And as my mentor Dan Locke will say, your ego is not your amigo. Your ego is not your friend. So a lot of the financial challenges that people claim they have are things they brought on themselves. Yeah, you want your neighbors, your friends to know that your children are attending a certain international school, but you broke. You know your salary and your wife's salary is not enough for the house, but you are forcing to also take your children to that school. I'm not saying don't desire good for your children, but you need to think with your head so you have peace of mind. So every time you are under pressure, every time you are stressed, every time you are running helter-skelter, every time, very soon you're going to have depression and hang yourself. Because a lot of the problems, we bring it upon ourselves. So how do you deal with that? Have financial intelligence, number one. Number two, learn to stay within your means. I didn't say live below your means. I said live within your means. It means do things that truly make you happy. Do things that truly makes your life comfortable. Do things that truly give you peace of mind. Why will you be driving a car that when you go out, your friends are clapping for you? Hey, bossu, bossu, bossu. But when you park that car to buy fuel, every time you are panicking. You are panicking. When that car breaks down and they say bring it to the mechanic shop, you are freaking out. Every time something small, no, hey, you are freaking out. Is that a blessing? Is that a happy life? No, that's a curse. I won't live that life. I will not live that life. You see, the goal is not about appearing rich. It's about staying wealthy. There are two different things. I don't want anybody to see me that I am rich. Then I will come to my house and be begging for bread and be crying. No. I rather go out. You see me as an average person, but I come home and I live life on my own terms. I eat when I want, what I want to eat, watch what I want to watch, sleep where I want to sleep, buy what I want to buy without looking at the prices. That peace of mind for me is better. So number one, make sure that you have financial intelligence. Number two, live within your means. Stop following what is going on social media. Stop following what other people are posting on social media. Nobody cares about the car you drive. Nobody cares about the new shoe you are wearing. Nobody gives a shit about the phone you are using. It is your inferiority complex that is making you to feel that, yeah, I want to appear that I'm big. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So ask yourself, this thing that I want to buy, can I afford it? Then the third thing, which is most important thing, is you got to increase your skills and increase your earning capacity. Because the most important thing is increasing your earning capacity. Now, when I say increase your earning capacity, I don't mean have a side hustle. This is my take. You see, I don't think you need a side hustle because you have only 24 hours in a day. Okay, so you close from work, have another side hustle. Okay, so when will you sleep? When will you spend time with the people you love? When will you have peace of mind? So this is it. Increase your earning capacity by becoming an expert in a field. Like, be good at your job. Develop skills that are associated with the thing that you're doing. Do you think Lionel Messi will be Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo will be Cristiano Ronaldo if they were having side hustles? Like, today they go and play football. They're like, oh, this football is not going well. Then the next day they go and play basketball. The following day they go and play long tennis. Then the next week they go and play golf. Do you think they will be who they are today? No. So you need to increase your earning capacity. When I say increase your earning capacity, I don't mean have a side hustle. I mean increase your earning capacity. Become more valuable in the marketplace. And if that means attending workshops, attending seminars, taking on more assignments at work, that will help you and position you to earn more. Listen, wealthy living doesn't come overnight. There are some of you want to live life that you don't qualify to live. You want to buy cars that you don't qualify to drive. You want to be using mobile phones that you don't qualify to be using now. Again, I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm not here to talk down on you. But I want to tell you that you are killing yourself and you are bringing shame, disgrace, distress, misery on yourself. You are the cause of your problem. You can blame the government all you want. You can blame the regulators all you want. But your own decision is part of where you are. So keep it down. Tone it down. And I think you can be good in that particular case. So how do you deal with financing issues? Have financial intelligence. Live within your means. Increase your value in the marketplace. That's it. Increase your value in the marketplace. Be skillful. The world is looking for people who have skills. You can't have 19 side hustles. No. Just be good in one thing and it will pay you. But you have to be patient because you can't live that life. I tell you what. I wish right now I'm driving Rolls Royce. For real. I wish I'm driving Rolls Royce or Bentley Bentayga. Because that's my dream car. Like, if you're somebody who follows my work when I'm teaching and accidentally I bring my iPad on my vision board, that's what you will see. A Rolls Royce Bentley Bentayga. But I don't have money to buy that car now. Do you get the idea? That's a long-term goal. Maybe I'll buy those cars. I could afford those cars when I'm 50. All right? Or when I'm 55. All right? Why? It's not that I don't believe God cannot do a miracle. I know God can do a miracle. But I am reasonable to understand that it is not about going to buy the thing. It's about being able to afford it. So you need to apply wisdom. Drop the ego thing. Drop the social pressure thing. Drop the thing that, oh, you want to, be like your friends. No, you don't know them. You don't know. You see somebody using a certain device or dressing in a certain way. They are like, me too, I want to do that. Bro, you're going to die. You're going to die. Like, for instance, this phone, it's not my phone. Yeah, I'm using it. You see me holding it. It is not my phone. It's a corporate purchases for business purposes. We use it for content creation and various other issues. And it is written off against tax. I get the opportunity to use it, but it is not my phone. So say you see Nhyira is using this phone. Yeah, Samsung S24 Ultra. So me too, I'm going to buy. You're going to use your salary to buy and show off to who? Now, yet then, you're going to have miserable life. You're going to have miserable life. Because yes, although I'm holding this, it's not mine. I didn't use my money to buy. It's a corporate purchases written off against tax. So the game is a different game we are playing. So keep it down. Get financial intelligence. Live within your means. Don't try to show off to anybody. Nobody gives a shit about you. You think you are important. Nobody cares about you. Be patient. Increase your value in the marketplace, and definitely you can be successful. That's what I would say about the issue in respect of how you can really increase your earning capacity and make more money as an individual. All right. So that's my take on that. Let me know if there are any other questions for me. Put it in the chat for me. Let me know if there are any other questions. Put it in the chat for me. I think, has it come? Okay. I think my chat is back up now. I can pick it up if possible. So hit me in the chat. Any questions, you can hit me up in the chat for any questions. Give me a moment. Let's see if I have some comments here. It's still not coming on. I don't know. I think my comment is not pulling here. Gotta check and see. Okay, so that's my thoughts on that question there. All right. Okay. So these are some of the things that I want to, share my thoughts with you on this evening in that particular case. Then finally, let's share some thoughts on this thing. There is something that we're going to be doing probably from August or so, or September, something like that. One of the things that I want you to do is that I want you to be involved in nation building, and I want you to be involved in the politics of this country, Ghana. Whatever country you are in, I want you to be involved in the politics of the country. You see, some of you are like, oh, this party will come, they will chop money. This party will come, they will chop money. Even voting crowd doesn't make any sense again. You have to be part of the decision making. If you think you are qualified, if you think you are the professional, if you think you understand the economics and you understand the things that these people are going to be saying, you have to be part of the decision. I think it was somebody said something that if you have forgotten this quote, I don't know if I can see it, that if the wise refuse to participate in politics, fools will govern them. So if you think you're a professional, but you're like, oh, even if I vote, nothing happens. Number one, listen to me carefully. Whether you vote or not, there will be a president to be sworn in here in Ghana on 7th of January 2025. But this is where it becomes very tricky. That president that will come will make a policy, and that policy will affect your life. And so it is important we come up and interrogate the policies and the decisions that these people are making and make a decision. Yeah, we know. Yeah, they are all not good, but somebody must lead the country. So among all of them, you have to find out, yeah, obi abanye, but the way he na eye kakra yebe to me afa na ya to abama no. So I want you guys to really be involved in this year's election. Follow the news. Listen to the nonsense and the things that are going on, and interrogate everything that is coming in, and make sure that you are involved in making the decision. Because listen, look at where we are. Look at our exchange rate. Look at inflation rate. Look at haircut that came on various investments. Look at the banking sector cleanup and everything. Look at our data cost. All of these things are there because of a government in power. So we need to be involved. So I'm really going to be sharing something on this later on, but I'm prepping you up, and I want you to, whatever it is, don't say, oh, I don't want to vote. Some people are like, oh, I don't even know where my ID card is. No. You need to get your voter's ID card and interrogate. Somebody is saying when they come, they will do 24-hour economy. You need to ask yourself, what the heck is that? How the heck is that going to be? How will that improve my life? How would that make my life comfortable? Is it something that is feasible? You need to ask questions. Somebody is walking around that when he comes, Ghanaians will be able to buy phones and pay 1 Ghana cedi every month. Ask yourself, how the heck is that going to be possible? Ask yourself, you need to interrogate these things. Somebody is walking around, or when I come, our taxes are too much, we're going to have flat tax system. You need to question it. Is that possible? We are under IMF agreement. Is that going to be possible? Okay, if they're not going to be taxing, where are they going to be getting the money from? So guys, don't, in case you've made a decision that, hey, I'm not going to vote this year, I'm not going to be involved in politics, I want you to fucking be involved in politics. You got to participate in politics. Because whether you like it or not, your life is going to be affected. When there is power crisis, your life is affected. When there is banking sector cleanup, your life is affected. When there is haircuts coming in, your life is affected. When there is foreign exchange issues, your life is affected. When there is high import duties, your life is affected. Why won't you choose the people that you want them to go to parliament and to lead this country? So I am really impressing on you. And we're gonna be releasing a lot of content, as I said, from August, September through to December, sharing our thoughts, and we're gonna be having people sitting down with me for us to share our thoughts on the various policies and the various things that all of these political parties and politicians are talking about. The community that you live in, you need to find out who the heck your MP is. What the heck has the MP done for your community? Who the heck is the DCE? Who the heck is the unit committee members? Who are the unit committee members? What are they doing to make sure that your community is best in terms of security, in terms of street lights? You need to be involved because you are paying for these things. Are you getting the idea? You need to be involved. So if you sit down and say, oh, maybe I don't care, you're paying taxes. You're paying for street lights. So if they are not working, we need to hold people accountable. But how can you hold people accountable if you were not involved in the process? So we need to come up. If you think you're a professional, if you think you know, excuse me for my language, there are people in certain places where they are like, oh, even if it is a goat, once it is this party's color, I will vote for the person. These are the people who are going to make decision of who will lead this country in the next 4 years, who will be the member of parliament in your constituency in the next 4 years. And if you have such morons making this decision for you, do you think your life is going to be better? No. So if you know, you understand the economics, you are educated, you are the person who knows the policies, the implication of the various policies, sit down, be involved in the process and vote. Choose the people who can do the job. And then when you vote, you choose them and they are not doing their job, we can hold them accountable. When they come and say something, you question it. How the heck do you tell me that, oh, there will be a policy where, you will talk to the telcos and people will buy phones and pay 1 Ghana cedi or 10 Ghana cedi every month? What what kind of quick one answer story is that? Then you see people, hey. And that is the same foolishness that has brought us to where we are. It's a problem. It's a problem. Look at data cost. People are raising concern about data cost. In Nigeria, people are buying the same companies. MTN is in Nigeria, and all of these companies, they are multinational companies. In other countries, they are selling the same amount of data at relatively cheaper amount. People are raising concern, and the National Communication Authority, all they could do is issue a communique and say, oh, for your information, there is this analytic company that says that Ghana has the lowest data in West Africa or whatever the heck. No, that is not the answer you need. That is not the answer you need. So, guys, as you are professionals, as you are educated, as you see yourself as an intellectual person, as you see yourself as somebody who thinks, don't leave politics to people who cannot think. Don't leave politics to people who cannot see the future. Because the life of your children, the life of your spouse, the life of your family, your own life is going to be affected. And you have to be involved in the people who will vote. So please, it's something I'm impressing on you. And I'm challenging all of you. If you don't have the voter's ID card or you have misplaced it, get a new one. Go and do a replacement. If you don't have it, go register. Get a voter's ID. Then sit down. Yeah, all the politicians, they will come and chop the money. They will come and chop the money. But find out who will come and chop the money less, but do something for the country. Listen to what everybody is saying so that we don't give this country to people who will come and destroy this country. So please, I'm really impressing on you guys to be involved in the politics of this country. And for my international students, for my international followers or viewers, the same thing. Be involved in your country's politics. Don't say, oh, I don't care. Nah, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. There are a lot of you who had investments in various companies. Look at the banking sector cleanup. How much of your investment did you lose? There are many of you who have lost your businesses. Your business has collapsed. You know people whose businesses have collapsed because of the way the country is being run. So if your life will be affected in this manner, why won't you be involved in the selection of the people who sit in parliament? Sometimes you look at it and you're like, oh, a member of parliament, somebody has been appointed as a minister of state. And the person is going to be handling a significant ministry of the country. And you sit down and the kind of questions they are asking and the way they are having the interrogation, you're like, really? Like, really? Is it political party interest first, or it is a national interest first? So guys, I need you to be involved in politics. I need you. When it rains, look at the distraction that it is causing. But somebody was given, a ministry was given an allegedly about 43 whatever the heck million dollars. And they used that 43 million dollars or whatever the heck to do drenching and various things. But still, the problem is there. So you ask yourself, what the heck did you pour the money? We need to be involved. I'm not here talking about NDC. I'm not here talking about MPP. I'm not here talking about the new force. I'm not here talking about Afafranto. I am talking about you sitting down, looking at what everybody is saying, and making a decision that I want the Minister of Parliament, the Member of Parliament for my constituency to be this person, because I know this person based on his lifestyle, he has integrity, he can do the job, or she can do the job to make sure my constituency, the place I live is safe. There is good road network, there is proper sewage system. You have to be involved. Who should be the president of the country? So I'm really impressing on you guys. Don't put it aside. Don't say you are not interested in politics. You got to be interested. Because whether I like it or not, someone is going to make that decision for you. And that decision could affect your life. There are people who are going to literally take T-shirts and kenke. T-shirts and a bowl of rice, and they're going to vote. But that is 4 years. So they have exchanged their life 4 years, and even the effect of that 4 years can go into a decade or more with a T-shirt and a bowl of rice or kenke. You cannot let such people decide your member of parliament for you. You cannot let such people decide who should be the president of the country. So I'm daring you. I'm really impressing on you that you got to be involved in the politics of this country. You got to be involved in the politics of your nation. Don't sit down and say, I don't care. No, it will come for you. When you park your car to buy fuel, you will feel it. When you put your investment in the bank, you will feel it. When you are going to buy cement to build that your dream home, you will feel it. When you want to buy that your dream car, you will feel it. So don't say, I don't care. You have to care. And if we can all come together and make that intellectual decision, analytical decision, think long term, and vet all of these people who are standing for members of parliament and presidential candidates, and vote for the quote-unquote right people, our country will be better. Again, I'm not here for MPP, I'm not here for NDC, I'm not here for New Force. I don't give a damn about anything. I'm interested in this country being on a level where I can have peace of mind. Being on a level where I don't have to spend a lot of money to buy something from outside the country. Being at a level where I will have light, so I don't have to be thinking about generator. Being at a level where I can have street lights in my community, so I don't drive in the dark, or when I'm going home, I'm always afraid. We need to think and be part of the politics of this country. If we want this country to grow, if we want the life we want, then we have to be part of the politics of this country. So this is just an introduction. As I said, I'm going to be we are going to be releasing content, and we are going to be having a lot of podcast issues coming in to really help you guys to be able to make this decision. And there are people that I'm going to be bringing on the podcast, either virtually or in person. They're going to be sitting down on the couch here with me or in the studio, and we're going to talk through some of these things well, so that we can really be involved in the national development, because that is what we need if we want to become successful. All right. So that is just a little on politics for you, and we're going to be coming up, because one thing you must know is that we are actually, I'm seeing a chat coming in. I think it has come. I'm seeing some chats coming in. Let's see if I can take. Ameho David said, please, does CA really open doors as it stands by ICA? How does it open doors for its members? David, this question you're asking there, how does it open doors for its members? No, the issue, I think there are 2 or 3 concepts in my head. I don't know which one you are referring to really, David. There are some concepts in my head. Really, there are some concepts in my head. Like open doors, like they give you opportunity, networking, all those things. Generally, if you ask, like, how does the CEO open doors for its members? Like, you're a member of ICAG, companies want to employ you. So if somebody is having an MBA and you are a chartered accountant, a member of the ICAG, the company will be comfortable employing a professional than somebody who is not a professional having an MBA. That's a door they are opening for you. You get the idea? So that's one of the concepts. The other concept, open doors, is where somebody will say, the CA has to create a platform where people are able to get job, or like it creates jobs or network opportunities or whatever the heck. Yeah, those things they do them. That's why they do Accountancy Week and those things. It's a platform for networking. All right, so it's part of it. So when members meet in those Accountancy Week and other, presidential, whatever the heck, all of those events are for networking opportunities. So you are a member, so you belong to that club. You can meet a business partner for you to take your life to the next level in that particular case. So there are various benefits, David, that you get. Okay, not just the title that I'm a chartered accountant, right? Not just the title that you are a chartered accountant, but also about the view that you belong to a community, you have the network, and you have the leverage over some people who are not members of ICAG, and you are going to be getting that opportunity even when you go outside the country. So that is what I would say there for you, David, in that particular case. So it's a platform that gives you that opportunity for you to enter places, for you to get to places. So the CA cannot come and do ABC. What they will do is, you need to be a member. They will organize events for networking. They will make sure that they have affiliations with other professional bodies, so that when you go to other countries, that certification will be recognized there. That's the open door. That's the platform. That's the connection. That's what the professional qualification program is about. It's giving you that leverage, that platform, so that you can stand tall among your peers who do not have. Okay, so that's what I would say there. Any other comments? Oh, CEO David is laughing at me, Mom. So it gives you just a platform so that you can be yourself and get some other opportunities in that particular case. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to wrap up here today, and thanks very much, guys, for joining me on the stream. I believe that it's been a fruitful day as we spent some time together. Really grateful for taking the time to hang out with me and sharing my thoughts with you today in that particular case. Let's see if... Okay, I think that'll be all. Okay, so that's it about that. Thanks for watching. David, who the heck? Raphael, Dada, Ponsa, Clement, GW, Umaru, Daniel, Kwesi Eboa, Nana Kweku, and all of those guys. Thanks very much, and I'll catch you some other time as we continue with our discussion in that regard. I think I have a comment coming in. Let's see if I can take that before we go. From David. I'm asking this question because I went to interview CA while the salary is 2,400 Ghana. I don't understand. I went to interview CA while the salary is 2,400. And I said that, the issues about salary, it's about what the company can afford, though, and the value they think you are adding to the market, you are bringing to them. Because you see, salary is subjective. All right? So let's say a company like, for example, EcoBank, the money they will pay their accountant, that's not the same money that, for instance, Peace FM will pay their accountant. Okay, I'm not disrespecting anybody, right? I'm just giving a scenario. Okay, the money that CNN will pay their CFO, will be different from the money that Media General TV3 will pay its CFO. So I understand where you are coming in from, but sometimes you need to look at it. It's subjective. Yeah, with CA holders, it doesn't matter. It depends on the company that you are dealing with. And I know somebody will say, yeah, I'm a chartered accountant. I need to be earning 10K. Bro, no. Do you know 10K? Do you know 10K? Like, how many companies can pay you 10K a month? Do you get the idea? And sometimes, yes, people are chartered, but they don't have any experience. Do you get the idea? So maybe the jobs that are highly paid jobs, they don't have the experience for those jobs. Because you can be a chartered accountant, and let's say EcoBank is looking for a CFO, or First Atlantic Bank is looking for a CFO, or a Media General is looking for a CFO. Now, these companies, if they are looking for a CFO, there is a certain level of experience you should have. They could say you should be in the game for 10 years or 15 years. Maybe the person chartered last year or last 2 years. So you're a chartered accountant, but you don't have the experience. You've never been a CFO before. So it means those jobs, even if you send your application, it will be thrown in the dustbin because rich. Do you get the idea? Rich. So I understand what you are saying here in that particular case, but you need to understand that salary issue is subjective. It depends on the company, what they are looking for, the expertise that they are looking for. And you have to be patient. I would say that, if you are a chartered accountant, it's okay. 2,400, it's okay. Start from there. Build the experience, build the expertise. Maybe 5 years from now, you can be earning 10,000 or 15,000 because you will now be in a bigger company, or you'll be in that same company, but now you are going to be promoted. You get the idea? So I want you to think about it in that regard. You get the idea? I want you to think about it in that regard. I was wondering why CA holders want to compete with degree. Hey, David. Allah will lie, David. I have to cane you. I have to catch you and cane you, pa. You're wondering why CA holders were competing with you for 2,400. Come on now. Come on now, David. I'm gonna catch you and whip you, pa. It's normal, all right. Like I said, that's the norm of the day. Okay, so and that is a misconception people have. People are like, oh, if you become a chartered accountant, you don't have to take trotro again. You have to be wearing suit, bro. Nobody cares about your suit. Okay, nobody cares about whether you pick trotro or boat. If you are broke, you are broke. Yeah, I know you have to package yourself, but bro, if the packaging is killing you, what's up? All right, so I think there's a comment coming up. Is this because jobs no day? Nah, I don't think it's about jobs. Nana, I don't think it's about jobs. I don't think it's about jobs. It's about because you see, there is a myth. When I speak with people in the space a lot, they are like, Nhyira, yeah, we are looking for this talent, but people are not up for the game. Do you get it? People think it's all about being a chartered accountant. No. Yeah, you're a chartered accountant, but what is your experience? The fact that you're a chartered accountant does not mean we should employ you as the CFO of our company. The fact that you're a chartered accountant does not mean we should make you a managing partner of our accounting firm. The fact that you're a chartered accountant doesn't mean we should make you the chief accountant of our company. So you need to understand the dynamics. It is not just the certificate. Because I've been in rooms with people who are chartered accountants, but they don't know shit. They can't exhibit anything. So you are like, you have the certificate. So what the heck are you doing here? Do you get the idea? So it's not just the certificate. It's not just the certificate. It will surprise you that even people with a CA job, CA certification, who are going to the job interview for the 2,400 issue that David was talking about, the company may give the job to a degree holder. Not because they are afraid of the CA people, but because the degree holder may have more experience, more expertise, may exhibit more leadership skills, more problem solving skills, and other soft skills better than the chartered accountants. And so the company will employ that person and will motivate that person to become or to train to become a chartered accountant as soon as possible, so they can help the company to take the company to the next level. So it's not just about, yeah, I'm a chartered accountant. Do you have the experience? Do you have the soft skills? Do you know how to communicate? Do you know how to lead? Do you know how to do teamwork? How do you control how do you deal with your temperaments? Do you get the idea? How do you carry yourself? So I don't think it's about jobs no day. I think it's more than that, in my opinion. Okay, there are many factors that are at play here. And when I speak with people in the space, it's not just about a certificate. It's not just about a certificate. It has more than just the certificate. There is more than just the certificate. Because at an interview, yeah, they've seen the certificate, but now what is your personal life like? So sometimes you go for an interview and they're asking you a question and you're like, oh, I went for the interview. They didn't even ask me anything about my job, anything about my qualification. Yeah, they've seen the qualification. Now we want to know your personal level. We want to know your soft skills. You claim you're a chartered accountant. It's okay. We understand. Now we are interested in the soft skills. Because the job that we are we have advertised, we need somebody with the leadership skills. We need somebody with good communication skills. We need somebody with a good emotion, a high level of emotional intelligence. And so in the interview process, what the interviewers are doing is not about your certificate. It's about those soft skills. It's about those soft skills. So it's not just the certificate. You need to have good soft skills. Are you getting the idea? You need to have good soft skills, because I think that is what many people are lacking. That's what many people are lacking. So you go for an interview, you don't get a job. How do you even package yourself? Some people go to the interview and they are not even smelling good. Like, you're not even smelling good. How much is roll-on? You go for an interview and the dress they are wearing, like sweating, you carry yourself. Then they wear some spinkinini trouser. Then some shoe be and socks be like they are going to do stage play. Bro, you are coming to flex here with that stupid dressing? And these are all the things the HR people look at. See, behind the scene, if you sit down with any HR expert who has been in the game and they tell you the things that they are looking out for when they are employing people, it will shock you. The certificate, we can't doubt it. It is your certificate. You are a chartered accountant, you are a member. Yeah, your membership number is there. We've confirmed it. Yeah, the certificate is there. But who are you? You get the idea? Who are you as a person? What is your posture? What is your demeanor? What's the level of emotional intelligence? How do you communicate with people? So those soft skills kills people. So many people don't get the job they want because the soft skills that they need, you don't have it. They're like, oh, I've gone for an interview. Nothing is happening to me. Bro, maybe we got to check your emotional intelligence. Maybe we want to check your communication skills. Maybe we want to check the way you carry yourself, your packaging. I've been in a meeting with people and they're like, even your dental hygiene. They're like, yeah, this person, the certificate is good, the CV is great, but the person doesn't keep proper dental hygiene. I know. Some of you will say, if the person can do the job, what has dental hygiene got to do? Bro, you are going to be in our company. You'll be working with people. Clients will come and sometimes you will have to go and meet clients, corporate executives. And you can't take care of your teeth. Your mouth is stinking and smelling. And you think because you're a member of ICAG or you have an MBA, so we should employ you. Bro, go fix your dental hygiene before you come back. And it's funny. You get the idea? It's funny. Someone will say it's not fair, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. So what I would say is this. As you are working on the hard skills, getting the certificates, your MBAs, your MSCs, becoming a chartered accountant, whatever the heck, make sure you work on yourself, the soft skills part. Learn emotional intelligence. Learn communication skills. Learn to control your breath when you are speaking. Take care of your dental hygiene. Take care of your skin. Know how to dress, how to carry yourself. Because these are the things that will make or break you. You have an MBA. Someone also has an MBA. You have 5 years experience. That person also has a 5 years experience. You are a chartered accountant. The person is also a chartered accountant. You have first degree. The person also has first degree. So now what do we use to choose who is best for the company? Your emotional intelligence, your communication skills, your leadership qualities. Do you get the idea? Your personality, the way you carry yourself, your dental hygiene. It will shock you that these are the things that are making many people not get job. It's not the devil. It's not that the demon is after you, causing you not to get a job. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. And as I said, when I sit down and I'm talking to some of these people, I'm like, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy, but that is the reality on the ground. Okay? That is the reality of the on the ground. I'm seeing some chats coming up. Let's see. David said, well explained there. So what are soft skills that okay, so I think I've spoken about this already, right? Your communication skills, your emotional intelligence. Very, very important. Okay? Communication skills, emotional intelligence, leadership skills. Do you get the idea? You need to know how to take initiative. You need to know how to motivate people. You need to know how to get results done. You need to know how to reprimand people without them seeing it that you have reprimanded them, but you are getting the best out of them. But the most important thing is your personality. Your personality. That body, you got to keep it well. Know the perfume you use. Know the roll-on you are using. Make sure you keep your hair the way it has to be kept. If you are doing dreadlocks, do it well. If it is rasta, keep it well. Don't let it be smelling. Dental hygiene. You can't take it for granted. Okay? You can't. It's so embarrassing. Someone comes closer to you. So embarrassing. Brush your teeth twice a week, twice a day. I wanted to say twice a week. Twice a day. And make sure that when you brush, like you finish brushing your teeth and everything, rinse the brush or wash the brush and then put another paste on the brush and clean your tongue. Clean your tongue, because if your mouth is going to smell, it is your tongue. So what it means is that you're going to do 2 separate pastes. One is for your mouth and everything. Then you take the second one, is for cleaning your tongue. Keep your dental hygiene. Keep your body well. Don't wear anything by heart because it's fashion. Sometimes when I see people, they dress, it's even become horrible. You see somebody wearing some skinny jeans, skinny trouser, then they wear some miserable socks and they are walking around, the trouser is hanging in the sky and they wear some socks. In their head, they have dress armor. And I'm like, bro, this is nonsense. Yeah, somebody will say, yo, what has somebody's dressing got to do with their work? Hey, really? You know the people you are going to be meeting in your job? The job that we are offering you, do you know the clients you'll be meeting? And you want to just dress anyhow because it is your life? Oh, okay, then don't apply for a job. Start your own business and be your own boss, and you can dress anyhow you want to dress. You need to carry yourself in a certain way. You get the idea? Because we live in a world where people think, oh, Enyeshe, what does my dressing got to do with the work I do? And I'm like, bro, you are sick in the head. You think you can dress anyhow and come to the office? Oh, so when clients come, our high-end clients come, and you are dressed anyhow, how are you going to talk to them? How are you going to talk to them? Yeah, I know you're going to say it's not fair. The world should allow everybody to be whatever the heck they like. Bro, if you get your money and you have become successful and you build your own business, you can dress however the heck you like. But as far as you want to be in the employment of somebody, you need to make sure you carry yourself in the manner that is expected of you. And don't bring your personal ego into the picture. And these are some of the things that I think is causing people not to, get what they have to get. Beko Nana says, soft skills are not taught in schools. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's no time to teach soft skills. So you learn it. Personal development, you learn it on your own. There are a lot of things You learn on your own. You read books, attend seminars, workshops, listen to podcasts to build yourself. Because your MBA lecturer is not going to teach you that. It's not in the curriculum. Okay? So you have to take it on yourself and be conscious about it and learn it. That's how you become successful. That's how you become successful. Because there are some people, they are like, oh, all I need is to be a chartered accountant. All I need is to have an MBA. Bro, that's not all you need. You need some soft skills in that particular case. So that's what I would say. It's not taught in schools. I agree with you. So you learn it yourself. Read books, listen to podcasts. One of the things that I'll recommend is especially audiobooks. So you go to Audible and download the Audible app, or there are some other various audio book platforms. Get audiobooks and be listening, be soaking yourself, be developing yourself. And when you read, apply. When you read, apply. When you read, apply. Build yourself up. So that when you're talking to people, they can see maturity. They can see that you are diverse. They can see that, this person understands what he or she is talking about. Do you get the idea? So, yes, it's not taught in school, so you have to learn it yourself. You have to learn it yourself. Are you getting it? So, that's the idea about that. David said, thanks very much, sir. Well explained. Okay. Then I'm seeing another comment coming up from Tiboho. Forgive me if I don't mention your name right, okay? Please don't take it personal. What would be your advice on company hopping? Sometimes staying at the same company doesn't result in higher pay, but changing companies helps significantly. Yes, it all depends. This is what I say. I say that in your current job that you are in, be the best. Even if the salary is not good, be the best. Take on more jobs. Take on more responsibility. And Vusi, I've forgotten his surname. Vusi Tamak. Come on. His surname is always something that I screw up with. He put it in a way that it's important. He's like, hey, there are two people. One is, he asked a question actually, that how many people work on projects in their company that has nothing to do with their KPIs. So maybe you are in the accounting department, and so your KPI will be in relation to your accounting department. So he asks, how many people work on projects that are not in relation to their KPIs? In other words, you help other departments, assist other departments, take on other roles that is not in your KPI. Nobody will measure your performance about, or nobody will pay you extra money. But this is what he said. He said that people who do more tasks which have nothing to do with their KPI are likely to get better opportunities. Why? Because now you are exposing yourself. You are building network. You are getting skills. So now maybe you're in the finance department, but you help the marketing department with something, or you help the HR department with something, or you help the production management with something. And now the production manager, the HR manager, or whatever the heck, they know you. They know how you are supporting them, how you are assisting them. Now, if these people are promoted or get a higher job somewhere and they need a hand, who do you think they will call? They will call you, because they know that you are somebody who gave your all. You did your job, but also came to add value in other places. And this is something that many people don't do. They're like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. And this is what I'm paid to do. So that is what I will do. Yeah. You will be there for the rest of your life. You won't get any promotion. You will go and get another job, but the salary increment will be just some 5 or 10%. And you will never get any increase because you are not building network in various other aspects of life. So yes, to your specific issue, changing jobs is good. But what I would say is this: no matter what happens, the company that you are in, offer your best in that company. Be the best of the best. Go beyond the ordinary. There are some people that the time for closing is 5 p.m. And so they are looking at the clock. By 4:30, they have finished packing their things. Their bags are ready by themselves. And they are just waiting. 5 p.m. no, they turn off the PC, they are leaving the office. You think if there is any promotion, you will get it? No. You think if you take that attitude to another company, they will be willing to pay you more? No. I'm not also saying slave yourself, quote unquote, in the company. But what I'm saying is that be the best version of yourself. Go beyond the ordinary. Do the extra. Bring up things that will help the company to grow. Even if they don't reward you, even if they don't pay attention to you, you are building that skills. You can add that to your resume, and when you go to another company, that can help you or give you that stepping stone you need to get more salary. I hope you get the idea. So that is what I would say. Offer the best. Because I've had a number of people like that. I've had employees. I still have employees. And I've been in places where I look at the attitude of employees. I'm like, bro, these people are full of foolishness. Like literally. They come to work late, but they are the first people to leave the office. And they're the first people to leave the office. Recently, I was talking to a managing director in a company. And it was like, Nhyira, really? I want to fire these people. But my concern is that if I fire these people, how are they going to leave? And they show me CCTV, time in, time clock in, time out. They come to work late, come and give stupid reasons. It's traffic, I'm sorry. Every day I'm sorry. They have some dumb excuse to be given. But these people, immediately the clock ticks, 5, boom, they are going. And they will give another foolish excuse that, I need to, go and queue early. Otherwise, I won't get home on time. Are you working or you are home? So I will say this. Show your best. Give off your best. Even if you're not being rewarded well, even if you're not paid well now, that is adding to your resume. That is adding to your portfolio. That is part of the soft skills that you are picking up and some hard skills that you are picking up. These will position you later in the future so that even if that company that you were hoping that they will promote you so you get more money, you don't get it, when you go to another company, that becomes a stepping stone for you to take your life to the next level. Does that make sense? So that is what I would say there in that particular case. So it's not just about changing jobs. It's about yourself, making sure that you do more than what you're supposed to do and really becoming valuable to the company. Why do you think, executives are given share options? Some employees in certain companies are given share options. Why is that? It's because of the value they are adding. The company knows that if they leave them and go to another company, the other companies will be willing to pay them. So what should we do? Let's give them share options so that we will lock them. They will be with us for a long time and they won't go to another company because they are so valuable to us and we can give them some ownership in the company. So that is what I would say. Be your best and be valuable to the company. If you are best and you are valuable to the company and they don't recognize you, you have built the skills. that will pay off for you later on in life, and you can live a better life. So that is my concept, and this is my personal life I'm just sharing with you. This thing is not a theory I'm sharing with you. It's my personal life that I just shared with you. You are not being paid well. You are not being recognized. But you are the one driving the machinery of the business. Don't take it personal. Still keep on working. Keep on excelling. Keep on being the best. There is a time coming where you can leave that company, and then that experience you gathered can now pay you more than you would have had if they were paying you in that company. So that is what I would say in that particular case. That's what I would say. So be extremely valuable. Don't take the job for granted. No matter how much they are paying you, don't look at the salary. I tell people this. Don't look at the salary. Ask yourself, how can I help this company? Assume, you see, this is another thing. People are like, oh, it's not my company. If it is my company and I'm working hard, I know it is my company. You can't, your children cannot inherit the company you are working for. You see, all these are just, in my opinion, very stupid mindsets. And so it makes people not to take ownership. Listen, Dr. Mensa Otabil once said that if you are working in a company, when you wake up every morning, you should kneel down and pray for the company. And you should be thankful that you have a job. You should be thankful that somebody opened a work, has employed you, and is paying you. And it's like, it's not about the salary. And the salary is not enough. I am being underpaid. You have to pray for that company like it is your life, because literally your life depends on it. If that company goes down or you lose your job today, that salary that you are saying is not even enough. You won't even get it. You won't get it. And how miserable will your life be? So we need to change our mindset and take ownership of where we are working. Do it as your life depends on it, because the truth of the matter is that your life depends on it. Imagine your place of work, you are not getting that money again. Can you survive? No. So why won't you give your best to the company? I am not paid much. I am underpaid. Are you sick in your head? Like, what is wrong with you? You are underpaid? Then stop and stay home. Stop and stay home. But if you're going to work in that company, give your best to the company. It doesn't matter how much you are being paid. Make sure you become valuable to that company. And it is not even to the company. It is for your own self. You are building yourself up so that later on, even if you want to start your own business, you have learned the rudiments so that you can go and start your business. You want to be an entrepreneur. You want to start your own business. But all you know about is finance. You don't know anything in marketing. You don't know anything in sales. You don't know anything in branding. You don't know anything about production. You don't know anything about delivery. But you want to start a business. How the heck are you going to be successful? So imagine you work in a company and you're in the finance department. But as time goes on, you go to the marketing department. You help them with something. You have a good relationship with them. They are opening things to you. They are knowing about the distribution channel. You go to the production department. You are helping them doing something. You have a good network relationship with the production manager. You are assisting them. It is not part of your KPI. It's not part of your job title. You have already done your job, but you now have some time available. Then you are looking at the other departments. What are you doing? You are picking some soft skills. You are picking some expertise. You are picking some wisdom from there, so that later on, When you become a CFO of a company, when you become a CEO of a company, you have some knowledge about how marketing works, how distribution works, how sales works, how branding works, how production works, so that when someone comes before you and spewing out something, you know whether they are lying to you or they are saying the truth. So you become a great CEO, a better leader in the company. So, guys, I want you to take ownership. Don't listen to what people are saying. That don't slave yourself for the company. Oh, a job is you are a slave. No, you are not a slave. You are not a slave. That is what you do, so you earn a living, so you can live a better life. You are not a slave. No matter the salary the company is paying you, do your best wholeheartedly. Whatever you can do in your capacity to help the company, do it. Even if they don't see it, do it. Even if they don't pay you more, do it. It is for your own good, because you see, it's a seed you are sowing. And I can guarantee you, if you adopt that mindset, later on in life, you can reap the rewards of that. And as I'm telling you, what I'm sharing with you is not something I've read. This is my life I'm sharing with you. This is my life that I'm sharing with you. And it has worked for me. I've seen it. So if you give your best, no matter the salary, later on, it will pay you. It will pay you. How do you think I'm able to structure and write the books that I write now? How do you think I'm able to teach the level of excellence I have in my teaching now? How do you think I'm able to communicate, have high level of emotional intelligence to make sure that I deal with the psychological challenges that my students have, to help put them in a right mental state so that they can really study well and go to the exam and pass the examination? How do you think I'm able to do what I do? It's because I have been there, where I wasn't rewarded well, where I wasn't being paid, where my boss looked at me in the face and told me, I'm using the money to go and buy, my wife and I, we are going to buy land. But I did what I have to do. I worked with my whole heart, and I got the skills. I got the expertise. And today, that is what is making me live life on my own terms by the grace of God. So don't see it as you are being punished. Don't see it as you deserve more. Go wholeheartedly and do your best. Don't listen to what your colleagues are saying. Don't listen to what other people are telling you. Be your best. And I can guarantee you, give yourself 5 years, give yourself 10 years, you will see the results of the sacrifice. The things that people said, you are stupid, you are mad, that will put you in a position better in 5-10 years later, and you will thank your stars that you took the decision. Okay, so that is what I would say there in respect of that. I thought we were ending the stream. And now it has turned to another phase, generally due to, the question that came in that particular case. So that is what I would say there. I'm really passionate about this topic because it's something that breaks my heart. Okay, when I see people, they come out of school, they have first degree or whatever the heck, and they are like, yo, if I'm going to work for a company, I have to be paid 5,000. I have to be paid this. I'm like, bro, what the heck? You have first degree, you want to be paid 3,000 Ghana cedi a month? What are you bringing to the table? No, what did you learn in school? Which school did you attend? What is in your brain? You think the things that you read in school is what you are going to be doing in the company? You don't have any experience. You don't have anything. You have finished your national service and you think we should pay you how much? 3,000, 4,000, 5,000? Are you sick in the head or what? And it's something that is really affecting a lot of people to really build the experience that they need so that they can become successful in the future. Because they are looking at today. But you got to be thinking long term. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, how will this make me? So that is what you need to understand. Okay? That is what you need to understand. What else we have? Any other questions for me, or I can go now? Tebuho said, truly insightful. Okay, that's great to hear. Then Daniel said, I'm really learning. Okay, that's great to hear, Daniel, that you are learning and picking some nuggets. Very, very important, right? Very, very important. Okay, so I think that is it about that. I'm going to wrap up around here today. And I think it's been an interesting evening and interesting conversations in that particular case. And thanks for joining us on the stream. Daniel, Tebuha, Abigail, and everybody. I'll see you. I think maybe tomorrow. I will still come live tomorrow. I'll check and see. Stay connected. I mean, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, like the page and follow the page so that when we go live, you will be getting the notification. So maybe tomorrow, I don't know, we can still have a live session and again share our thoughts on some other few things. Maybe tomorrow I can share some thoughts on how we can really position ourselves and build our career generally, because it's not always about what I've studied. It's about how you position yourself, how you network your way into success. It's very important. So tomorrow I'll stay connected, and if we are going live, you'll get a notification. For those of you who have my contact on our contact on WhatsApp, it'll be posted on our status, and so you'll be knowing about it. Freeman Memena said, much love from Malawi, Nhyira. Okay, thanks for joining us, Freeman from Malawi. Really appreciate you being part of the conversation. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm really grateful that you took time to join me on the stream, and really interesting discussions we've had this evening, and I hope that we're going to be implementing some of these things and then take our lives to the next level. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Stay safe.